My name is Jose, and welcome back to a video. Today we are going to be talking about shrooms. Last night I took shrooms, even though my friend told me not to, but I decided to. I haven't took shrooms in a while. The first time I ever took them, I took them in a really small dose. I took them like only 2 grams, I think. And then I think the second time I took them, like I think I took like 2.5 grams, a little bit over more, but not that much. Only color. The only thing that was really out of ordinary was the colors. But other than that, it was a really nice time. It was a completely fucking different experience to this time. This time I took a little over an eighth, 4 grams, like at the minimum. I would say no more than half, 4.5, no more than that. But I took enough where I just shit got crazy. It lasted me, I think, around 5 6 hours. I started to trip around 11, 12 because my mom called me, like right after I was done with my plate, and then she even had asked me what's it called because I had thrown the mushrooms into my dinner. She was like, "What's wrong with your breath and all that? Like they stink." I was like, "I just got done eating." But yeah, she had called me to go over to go see her and blah blah blah. That's how I know the time stamp. That's how I know. Okay, that's when I was done. And then I didn't start to feel the effects until around 12. I just started watching regular TV, and all I was watching, I think, like Adult Swim or something. I was just watching something like Family Guy, and then out of nowhere, just a feeling like just an eerie feeling of just like me wanting to laugh just came out of nowhere, and I was just like, I immediately knew it was like something different to weed. Like only if you took in shrooms will you really understand what I'm saying, but I just instantly knew this isn't the weed, this is the shrooms. Buckle my seatbelt because you're going on a fucking ride. So it got, like I said, it slowly every 15 minutes it felt like it was getting a little bit stronger. My my sense got really alert by like 12:30. I think that's when I was like really starting to get fucked. I was like, okay, shit, whoa, okay. And then I don't know if shrooms are all different and all that, or if they're specifically the same mushroom type. I just know that I bought these really nice ones that had they were like brown tops and all that, and they had little white dots. So other than that, I just knew they were pretty good. But pretty good like effect wise, not taste wise. They were horrendous. They tasted like shit. I ate one stem by itself and I started to gag. Like that was bad. So I just knew I was eating some ribs. So I was like, I used the barbecue. I'll mix it up. Hopefully that helps. It helped a little bit. I was still, it's just it wasn't good. But going back on topic, it was I think around now it was like 12:50. I was about to hit one. I just started texting my friend the one that gave them to me. I was like, dude, like things are getting fucked. Like this is pretty cool. It wasn't getting fucked in a bad way. It was just getting fucked in a sense. It was just getting. I was getting so high. That was all. It was just getting. I was getting so high. Like I remember looking up to my ceiling because I have popcorn ceiling. I don't know if you can really tell. It looked like a static TV. It looked like all the dots were like vibrating or moving or something, and it was just crazy. What's up, my little dog right here? But what's it called? Yeah, I just remember things like that. I remember seeing things move out of place. Can you not things over? I'm sorry, I'm really high right now. But what's it called? Going back, I think by now it was 120. Oh, but I started to see things. I remember one thing. I saw my bag. Oh, here it is. Because it has this right here. I remember it almost thinking it was talking to me for some reason. But I knew I was tripping, and it was just a good experience. All overall, it was nothing more bad. I knew I was tripping, so it was just great. It was awesome. I think around 110, 112, around there, that's when I think I really got my first scare, but I was able to get out of it. I did panic a little bit because I was getting so high. I did think like, oh shit, like I'm really far away from being sober. Like this is far away from reality. Like we'll ever go back. But I knew like there's a come down at one point. Hopefully, I think by one almost two. That's when I think that was my peak because I think that's when I was really like fuck like whoa, because I remember not being able to concentrate on TV because I remember seeing the people on the TV, the cartoon characters like act different. Like they were, I don't know. I felt like they knew I was watching them. I felt like they looked back at the TV like, oh, it's like you're you, and all that. And I just couldn't watch TV. I remember trying to listen to music to see if that would help. Same thing. I just couldn't. It was just something. I for some reason music or TV, nothing like entertainment was going for me. I remember looking at my Legos because I do have a little bit of a Lego museum thing because I do like to build. I remember seeing that and just looking at the things, and for some reason it looked like light was reflecting off it, and they were like really shiny. But other than that, like that was as visual as I got. The colors were just brighter. My LEDs were making me go crazy. But yeah, it was just overall like it was just a good experience. A good I like to call it a road trip, because it just that's how it felt. Like I was just so happy. I had nothing could affect me. I had no stress, no anxieties, no anything. I do really deal with anxiety. I think I've mentioned it before, but I think by 2 hours and a half, I think this is really something I took back with me. I started to go. I just started to scroll through YouTube because things weren't just working for me. Like I was like, I gotta find something, and nothing was able to distract me. So I remember just sitting down on my bed and I was just tripping, like fuck. And I just wanted to see my eyes. I just wanted to see my eyes, but I've always heard that thing of, oh, don't look at yourself in the mirror, blah blah blah. I don't know. I had a friend's girlfriend do that. She did that, and she used to be the biggest stoner, and she completely went sober. So I did not want to look in the mirror. I remember taking down my mirror and putting it somewhere else. Anything that could reflect my reflection, I remember just putting it away. But I didn't take into account my phone. My phone can turn off on me, and that's exactly what happened. I was texting with a friend, and I accidentally turned off my phone. For a split 3 seconds, I just stared into myself, into my reflection on my phone, and I just remember, for any guy, oh, I don't know if girls do this, but for any guy, you know when a new guy walks into the room, you don't size him up like I can fuck this dude up, but you size him up, like you know what I mean, like you size him up, it's crazy, but I remember doing that to myself, and I remember realizing, like, dissociating my name Jose and what's it called, and this me, physical me, from me, you could say spiritually or mentally, because I remember thinking, oh, you're Jose, but I didn't. I remember even thinking, like, then who am I? Like, what am I? And but I didn't get too deep into that. It was just something like, I do remember falling a lot into mind loops. I thought that was pretty funny, and trying to get myself out of those. But other than that, like the trip altogether was just such a nice and a wonderful experience, and I really did enjoy it. I don't really do. I think the last time I took shrooms was like 6 months ago. It was a wild time when I was taking them and all that. But so I kind of wanted to see how I would do it in this state, in this mental state I am. I wanted to test it, see where I was, and again, I don't know if I would recommend to do shrooms. Again, it didn't solve any of my problems. I wasn't in my head mentally like anyone else does. I was kind of more just out there for the ride. I was kind of there for the adventure, for the road trip, like I say. It was a really fucking cool experience. I just seen my reflection right now on my face. So, like, either it looks like I'm really fucking sweaty and all that, or this actually looks nice because my LEDs. I don't know. But I am really stoned, and I didn't pull this out. And I just realized I didn't pull this out throughout the whole video. I bought this from a dispensary near me, and it cost me a heavy penny. Even for me, I do minimum wage. Still, I was like, damn. I'm not gonna say how much because I don't know. I don't think I can. I think this video will get demonetized. But just know, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say, but just I that was another thing I was gonna do. Let me bring that up. I was gonna take, I was gonna smoke a joint before, but I was a little afraid because I have done acid. I don't know if I'll make a video on that, but I have taken acid before, and then I smoked weed before that, and it made the whole trip fucking horrible for me. It made it fucking horrible. I hated it. It was just something I want out of my head, and from this day, I still want it out of my head. I can't, but it is what it is. So I was gonna smoke a joint, but I was like, fuck that. Like the paranoia. I couldn't imagine the paranoia taking over from weed. Just imagine that off shrooms. Like I already had a little bit of a taste of how like a bad trip could seem because I remember I don't know why I didn't mention this too. When I seen myself in the reflection, you know when your ears ring go zzz, I felt like that zoomed in. Like I don't know how that just zoomed in on my phone and on myself. And like that's when I was like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Like this is a bad trip. I stepped out. I stepped outside after a bath. I was like, oh, like this is Jose and all that. But I don't know. It was just a really fun experience. I am a little disappointed I wasn't in my head like as much as other people were, but dude, the experience, man, like, it's nothing I can really explain. Even the way I'm explaining it right now is extremely fucking vague to the way I seen it, to the way I experienced it. You only really have to take shrooms by yourself. Not by yourself. Don't do that. I did that, and for some reason I still didn't go wrong. But don't trip by yourself. That's one thing. I fucked up, and I didn't really fuck up because it wasn't a bad trip. But I could have risked really gone some bad shit happening. I think that's how you fucking ego death. My bad. But yeah, how about we just take a rip and end this video? It went well until right now. Until now, I'm fucking up. But I liked how this video ended. I did make this video. This is the third time. But because the other two I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way I was explaining it. I really wanted to explain it well. And even now, I don't feel like I'm explaining it well. I wrote down a whole bunch of notes just for this video. And I still don't feel like I expressed a lot of it. Again, going back to my senses, I think that's one thing. I just remember like feeling like just going like this a lot. And just, oh my god, I feel like like 10 other hands were just mimicking the same thing I was doing. Like it was weird. It it was shrooms are something else. Shrooms are fucking something else. And then the fact that they're in the same category as heroin and cocaine, it's fucking disappointing. I do really believe that shrooms can help people out. I don't like to take them as a recreational. I do think them as a medicine. Again, I just wanted to test myself out. I was in a really good mental state and I was going through a little bit of things. That's why I said I was a little bit disappointed that I wasn't in my head as much as I wanted to, because I wanted to see if it could help me set me in the direction of me solving certain problems, but it didn't. And I feel like I feel like if anything I took back from it was just let go of some things, bro. Sometimes you just gotta let go. We're all wrapped up in our fucking heads, and shit's just a hellhole. Hopefully this week I do release the second part to talking to this guy. I do kind of want to make that a podcast. Tell me what you guys believe and what you guys think about that. Again, probably no one's watching, but if you're watching, I'm hoping you're having a good ass fucking day. And I don't know. I'm just fuck it. Peace out. I'm gonna